Week 14 traders. I think I'm close to making one of my bucket list dreams of helping others and being as confident as possible in the stock market about to come true. The past 2 weeks, AG has found support on the moving averages, which gives me enough confidence to come on here and claim that I believe I was right, that the rally started in March. I do not have proof of that according to the rules that we've been talking about for 16 months, but I think I'm pretty damn close. And I'm going to stop talking about what is going on in the moment, and I apologize to you right now, Dad, but I'm going to change gears and we're going to start talking about what to expect next. And the reason for that is because you start off as a buyer, then you change over to a seller, and that change happens very quickly. So you need to be prepared about the possibilities of where the stock's going. I think support's been found, and let me explain now. Let's jump right into it. Okay, here's AG, a daily chart since we bought in 2016 and the highs from 2017. I just wanted to show you how AG's been range bound. That upper resistance trend line, the lower support trend line, and we see it going back and forth for approximately 16 months. I know there are a few of you that no longer want to talk to me, want to kill me, think I'm stupid, feel caught, and I'm trying to settle your nerves to let you know you're not. This is, I didn't expect this. I did not know this was going to happen, but I know the meaning of what this means for the possibilities of what might happen here in the near future. And I've explained to you guys that after 6 hits on the defined upper resistance trend line and the lower support trend lines, on that 6th hit, I expect a breakout. And I want to focus in on the past 4 months over in this area. So let's zoom in to this area where we're going to see a whole lot of support. And I know there are a few of you who are sick and tired of hearing support and you want to hear the word rally. Well, let's take a look at where I expect the huge rally that we witnessed in the charts from 2016. The time is near. Let's talk about what to expect next. There's a daily chart on AG the past 4 months. It was pretty damn scary when we went down and tagged that lower support trend line. I was just hoping that I was capable of communicating with every single one of you, all the people I care about, to hang in there. And I hope it makes you feel a little bit more comfortable that you now see the value of AG come a distance off that lower support trend line. And it seems as if the end of February might have even tagged it or came pretty damn close. The past 2 months, we've been trading above the pivot point. The past 2 months, we've been trading above the 20 EMA. Past month, trading above the 50 EMA. I'd say we're pretty damn close to proving to ourselves that we've found support on those moving averages. So what happens next? Well, the next thing I've got planned is I want to see the value of AG shoot above 682, which happens to be the 200-day moving average, which I've explained for a long time is the most important moving average. The toughest resistance area, the strongest support area. I want to see the value of AG get above that now, which could happen in a single day. I've witnessed AG shoot up a great amount that would make it very difficult for even the professionals to jump in or choose that day. I've been telling my friends for a long time now that I'm expecting a 20% day in AG, and those are my hopes, my dreams. Don't base anything on what I'm hoping for, but I would not be surprised if I witnessed it one day. If at lunch at work I checked it and this damn thing was up 10, 15, 20% in one day, it wouldn't surprise me in the least. I've been expecting it for a long time, and I'm hoping that I can prove it to you. And for approximately 16 months, Dad, you asked me why I didn't sell at the beginning of 2017 when I had approximately a 50% gain. I I don't have the proof to answer that question right now, but it's taken me a long time, but I'm going to soon have an answer for you, Dad, because what happened in the beginning of 2017 was not what I was expecting. I expected more. More. I want more. We all want more. All of us. And we got to be careful. So 682 is where that 200-day moving average is. We're trading above the pivot point. I couldn't be happier. I honest to God could not be happier. And we have hit number 6 right up above us, ironically, with that upper resistance trend line. Isn't that so weird? 16 months have gone by with that upper resistance trend line and now the 200-day moving average. And they seem to be pretty damn close right there. Almost like as if the value of AG gets above it, there's no more resistance. And what happens when there's no resistance? The bulls take over and they buy till they have no money left. You'll see. AG's weekly chart, just to help calm everyone's nerves, let's keep this in perspective. I see the weekly pivot point for 2018 is at $7.86. That looks like a nice target for the bulls, because they have also got gaps up above us near $15. And they also have that upper resistance trend line, which from hit number 2 and hit number 4 leads us to about $15, right where those gaps are. How ironic. So keep your perspective in the big picture. I have all the purchase prices, all the possibilities of where you purchased at the beginning of 2017 there. That's a tiny, tiny little window in the big picture. I personally don't believe you've got a single thing to worry about. I really don't. I sleep great at night when I say that. And I hope it helps to calm your nerves. I believe anything in that box right there is a blue light special sale price if you happen to have stepped in there. Just let things happen right now. We've got a couple targets above us. We're on that lower support trend line coming out of the oversold area, hit number 5. And for 16 months, I've explained what happens. I'm expecting a breakout on hit number 6. If you're ever going to take some risk with your money, this is where you do it. And I also want to give a fair warning to everyone. If you think you're going to step in the middle of there and you're going to choose your own time to do things, you're on your own. Don't tell me you decided 3 months if AG starts heading up there, if it starts heading up there and you wait another 3 months and then that's when you decide to buy. You're on your own. Don't ask me questions when things go into a pullback and you're sitting there losing 20% because I said the buy price was $6.65. I'm sticking to it. I will stick with it till the end. Just to give you fair warning, buy time's almost over. Silver futures, just wanted to give you the big picture with the monthly. I believe that we are on an 18-year support trend line. That's my belief. I'm not going to argue with it with anyone. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm going to stick to it. Felt that way for a long time. So let's take a look at the weekly. The weekly chart, I see nothing but higher lows since 2016, the end of 2015. I believe we're still sitting on that 18-year support trend line. I believe there is a pennant pattern, a very reliable, bullish pennant pattern. And I believe this is going to answer one of the most important questions to me, where the buyers buy. They buy on a support trend line while it was oversold. I plan on proving this real soon. I hope this gives you a little bit of confidence. It's a hard question to answer if you think this is just a coincidence when you see this all over the markets. Man, I feel I'm doing the right thing by talking about this. I believe I'm doing the right thing by breaking the taboo and giving my thoughts on this. Yes, it could be incredibly dangerous, but it isn't like I just decided yesterday to pick this up and start talking about it. I feel good. DO's daily chart. There are many goals to why I started making these videos. One was to help everyone I could. The other was to build a group of people who wanted to trade this way and this way only, because it's the only thing I find logical. I wanted to answer, when do buyers step in, when do sellers step in? Two most important questions that I think there are. Matter of fact, I don't think anything else matters. I'm hoping one of these days I'm going to begin, and something happened this week where someone I did not know who was trading the market, Chris, started talking more about it to me. Came with a very logical trade. I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want other people, I'm not going to talk about it. But I was happy to see someone new talking to me about these trades. The more eyes that we have out there who use the exact same strategy will help with our communication, and I'm hoping to bring us all more money. Seems very logical to me. Hopefully we all have the same goals of becoming successful and making money, not losing it. And I honestly believe this is going to help us communicate with each other. Right now, DO is back above the 200-day moving average. So let's remind you again, most important moving average. Thursday broke above it like no damn problem. Trading above the pivot point at 1502. Seemed to have bounced off that lower support trend line, which I'm ready to confirm. And what do you expect next? I expect it to go tag the upper resistance trend line. It's the same damn thing over and over again. And let's see if the oil futures will allow that to happen. Daily crude oil futures. I see in 2018 we made new highs with respect to 2015. And just a month ago, we tried to make new highs again. And it failed. Went up there, tagged the most recent ones from the beginning of 2018. Doesn't mean it's over. I see no reason to run scared. I see that black lower support trend line, and ironically, that's where the crude oil futures closed on Friday. Right on that trend line, that support trend line. Stochastics are turned down. Is that a reason to run scared? No. There's no rules that say the buyers can't step back in, especially since we hit this support trend line and head back up again like it did at the beginning of March. Why not? In your face grace. There's proof it happened last month. It could happen again. No reason to make things hard on yourself. If you got proof that it just happened, sleep well knowing it can happen again. There's a few possibilities with this pattern. We could go tag that upper resistance level again right above 63.32 and find resistance once again and then come back down, or it could shoot straight back up there and go for newer highs to that $87 target I was talking about before. Take it day by day, see what happens, stand your ground, don't be scared, higher lows. What else do you need? US dollar monthly chart. There we have it, pushing up against resistance. Past 16 months, US dollar's been pushing up against that resistance. Lost support on the 20, the 50, that yellow horizontal support trend line that we talked about for a long time, 93 and a quarter. Went down, lost support on the 200 EMA, got back above it, hit that resistance trend line. Stochastics embedded in the oversold area, which means they're selling and they're selling and they're selling. I believe it is very logical that if you have the past 16 months of proof of sellers stepping in at a constant rate over and over again, I believe it is very intelligent and logical to stay with it until you're wrong. I believe the US dollar in the big picture is going to lose support on that 20 EMA very shortly, and it'll want to, the sellers have a target of that green support trend line now near $77. And with a $12 drop, with respect to what I've seen in the past in 2016's rally, that could be huge for silver. Huge. Look at 2016's drop from hit number 3 to hit number 4, right there in your face, Grace. It wasn't big, but that's what sent silver flying. About 300%. I'm telling you, the drop's going to be much bigger. It's what I've had planned since September 2016, when I finally took note of all this. Thought that I seen something huge, and now plan on proving it. Just wanted to show you the big picture. I'm willing to bet the USD fails to break through the upper resistance trend line, falls through the 200. I'm going to give you a hint of what I think. Sell off. USD weekly, practically a copy of the monthly. You see that green support trend line near 77, near the bottom there. Stochastics seem to be going sideways. Relative strength at 40, not good. MACD indicator below the divergence line. Already lost support on the 200 EMA. Shit, since the beginning of, or the end of 2017. Doesn't look to me like it wants to go back up there and tag it, sitting right on that resistance black trend line. 16 months of selling. If you don't believe a damn word I've said, if you don't understand anything, just take a look. Where would you want to put your money? Do you think this would be a good idea? Do you believe they're going to sell? If you believe they're going to sell, then you're on my side. Do you think there's a possibility silver's going to rally? Precious metals. I've been talking about waterfall selling for a long time now. Very difficult to grab which day it's going to happen on. For me, it's practically impossible. I know I'm not the brightest bulb in the shed. I've proven that to myself for a long time. So what I'm going to try and do is find the trend. Somewhere within that trend is where I can find success. I don't know which day, but if I get the trend right, I just know the day has a possibility of arriving. And that's what I'm shooting for. I'm sticking with everything I've said. Will not falter, and I honestly believe I'm saying the right thing to all the people I care about. We're damn close, and I'm sick of saying that too. There's a couple of you who express you don't want to hear it anymore. But just take a look, guys. It's hard to tell exactly when, but do not exit. You will be making a huge mistake. Just take a look at the daily. USD daily. Take a look from hit number 5 to where we are now. Now take a look around hit number 3 from 2015 to the middle of 2016. I'd say that yellow horizontal support trend line was substantial back in that time. Seems as if buyers kept stepping back in to buy every time it reached that trend line. We broke through that in September 2017, lost support. Buyers no longer liked it. They didn't give a shit. Sellers were in control. Now when I look over to the left side of the screen from July 2014 all the way to the left, I don't see a support area that is substantial, that really stands out, besides the green support trend line going across the bottom of the chart there. ends up being around 77.60. That would be a $12 drop in the US dollar if it breaks through that 88.50 support trend line that we've been on since January. You think US dollar's got a lot of buyers in it right now? I got 16 months of proof telling you no. 16 months of proof telling you I think you'd be foolish if you think we're going to get a bounce while underneath the 200 EMA, fighting to get above the 20 EMA. It's the least of our concern. I believe the measured move is down to that green support trend line. And if that $12 move happens, the possibility of precious metals going into a vertical rally is very good. I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to hurt people. I want to help them. But I think you get my message by now. I think I'm communicating with you guys from the conversations I have with people. And most importantly, I've heard a few of you tell me that you believe the trade now. You're the one who believes it. I've never tried to bring people in here. I just want to show them what I see. It would be illegal for me to organize people jumping in to buy the stock I'm in to artificially raise the price. That is not my goal. I believe my opinion is correct. I believe I'm going to make money on the trade. And I just want to express my feelings with these trend lines to let you know where I think things might be headed. I'm not telling you to buy. I'm not telling you to do a damn thing. I believe it's still legal for me to express my opinion, and that's all this is. In investing.com, I've refrained from talking to other people, and I don't mean this with disrespect, but I don't give a shit what you think, because the only thing that matters is what I see, and I need to prove this to myself, and I proved it to myself a long time ago. And it's funny when you ask the other person for proof. I ask people, please shoot holes in my theory. There's a huge possibility I missed something, like the previous years of my life. It happens all the time. And then you never hear back from them, but they still want to criticize. That's when you can sit back, smile, and go, they got nothing. They just want to be, quote unquote, the man. And I believe I provided a lot of proof. A lot. I truly think this is going to be monumental. Hang in there. Pushing up against resistance right now. I said I expected a big pop last week. I got support instead of the big pop. That's nothing to complain about. As a matter of fact, that should help you sleep good at night. And maybe in the near future, that's what the meaning will be to you. And let me put up one more picture for a reminder. But once again, I expected a big pop last week. I'm expecting a big pop this week. I know it's coming. We're not dropping through those moving averages. We got a target of 682 in silver. And if that happens, to all the people that I've been expressing my opinion, please have confidence that if I get that 682, if we see something pertaining to that this week, my gut feeling might be correct about the upper targets. And this will be that moment in your life where you just want to throw all shit aside and listen to some crazy dude tell you to stay. This may be that trade where instead of saying you wish you knew to stay in there, this might be the one where you actually knew to. I believe that.